Hello, hello, welcome back to some more F1 Manager 22 with HAAS. We're up to race 6, we're going to Barcelona in Spain. So let's jump in and see how we go this weekend. So we've got all the prep done, we've got all that done at the end of the last episode. We're ready to set up performance targets and then go straight into practice. So let's have a look. So we are guaranteeing one position. Well, our qualifying incentive is to get a driver into the top 12. I think that's doable. So we're definitely going to reach Q2. Question is, can I get both drivers into Q2? Maybe. But I'm just going to stick to one. Can I get into Q3? Highly unlikely. I mean, we're showing some good pace with Piastri, but on this particular circuit, I don't think Q3 is a realistic opportunity. In terms of incentive, it's get the fastest lap. We can guarantee a finish position. I'm going to edit this down to 15th, but I'm going to make it for both drivers. That should... Yes, it does. It pays out more for two drivers in the top 15 than one in the top 12. So we'll make that change, and we'll offer that guarantee. Our position streak, we need one more top 12 finish, which is already an objective in terms of qualifying. So if we can qualify that high, we should be able to finish that high. One more will get us a nice juicy payout there, and we've got a new qualifying streak. One driver qualifying 14th for the next 5 races, or for 5 races in a row, and that'll give us, you know, a nice chunk of cash as well. So that's our target set. Let's go on to Spain. How you doing, Marcel? Mr. Water?
Up the heat over Barcelona. The first Grand Prix held here was won by Nigel Mansell after a wheel-to-wheel battle with Ayrton Senna. But who will follow in his footsteps this weekend? Long straights and medium-speed turns dominate here, but there's something else to watch out for at Barcelona. The air currents are strong and unpredictable, and they'll be giving aerodynamic components a real run for their money this weekend. We might still be early in the season, but that doesn't mean we can sit back and relax. Everything is up for grabs, and nothing is certain at this stage. The competition is on.
Yeah, that race Crofty mentioned, I remember that race. It's that iconic clip of Mansell in his Williams, Senna in his McLaren going side by side down the start-finish straight into turn 1, and then side by side through turn 2 and turn 3 as well. It was a good race. I really enjoyed that race. ...1991, I believe that was. So our targets are set. We're going to stick Logan in the car for Q1, or for FP1. Let's check our car parts. So, engine is a bit worn, that's fine. ERS is fine. Gearbox, what's the wear on this one? 28%. I can probably run it for this session, but after that I'm going to have to get rid of it. So let's get the car set up. Gonna go with that to start. Just tone that front wing down a little bit. Let's go with that on Logan's car. Push the run plan up to 18. driving options. Once again, we're going to look after our engine while we're in the practice sessions. Popping over here. Let's go slightly different on the wings. Roll bar's okay. Actually, let's push the roll bar up a bit. There we go. So a very different style setup for Oscar's car. We'll see which one is the stronger, and then we can obviously try and adapt to both cars towards a common kind of setting. I want to go up to, again, 18 laps on that. Check his car parts. Engine, it's fine. ERS, fine. Gearbox. Again, I can run it probably just for this session, and after that I'm probably going to have to scrap it. Driving options, look after the engine. Alright, there we go, into FP1.
Radio check.
Radio check.
Alright, so both our guys are out on circuits, getting some time in. New for 22 is the reprofiled turn 10, which Verstappen's just going around there. That's the only real change to this circuit. I had hoped that they'd get rid of that Mickey Mouse chicane at the end of the lap, but no, that's still there. And let's see how well our drivers react to these setups. So in F1 news, the contract dispute between Alpine and McLaren is settled. The CRB today ruled in favour of McLaren, and McLaren immediately announced Oscar Piastri will be driving for them for the next 2 years. So 2023 and 2024, Oscar is contracted for them. Good setup to start with. Let's call the car in. Still no word on who Alpine are going to get for their second car. Rumours are pointing at Gasly at the moment. Other rumours are that Mick is on his way to Williams, which means that Ricciardo is in the frame for Mick's seat at HAAS.
Pit entry.
Copy.
Trying to find Mick's name on the timing sheet. He's not there because Sargent is. Oh dear. Okay, so the rear wing is bad. Is it too much or too little? I'm going to say it's too much. Oh no, maybe it's not. Alright, let's try 12.5. Front wing's pretty close. Braking stability is pretty close. We need to change the cornering a bit. Traction's pretty close as well. So let's do that. Let's change the front wing slightly. Yeah, let's give that a go. 6.5, 12.5. Yeah, I think that could be quite close. we'll just keep the same tyres on. And we'll wait for Oscar to give us his feedback. Which hopefully will be pretty quickly. Causing a bit of a traffic jam at the moment. Oh, Oscar's car is not good. That is not good. Let's call him in and make some drastic changes. I had a feeling one of the cars would end up being bad. Now, Oscar's rear wing was set lower, if I remember. So let's see how that one kind of feels on this car. Let's see. Oh, it's bad. It's very bad. It's bad, okay. Car setup, there we go. Front wing's close. Braking stability's close. Cornering, not so good. Go with an increased toe. That's still not good. Alright, let's go extreme that way instead. Right, rear wing needs to be changed. I'm going to drop that down to 12.5 or push it to 12.5. Do I go? Well, we tried 13 on the other car. That didn't work. Let's go 12.5. Push the front wing a bit closer. I need to change the cornering again. That's now way off. Let's change the roll bar. That's the rear wing. I don't want to mess with that. Have to go like that, I think. Oh, that's a bit much on the traction. Front wing's a bit too much. Alright, there we go. That's minor changes to the greats, bigger changes to the bads. Hopefully that'll do the job. So let's turn these cars around as quick as we can. Get them back out on track. There goes Logan. Oh, we've had a crash. Who's crashed? How bad is the crash?
Yellow.
Let's see what happened there. Let's have another look. Science is the focus here.
What's he done? Has he just gone straight on? He has. So that's a broken... Oh, that's quite a big hit. It's definitely a broken front wing. Might even be some floor damage or some chassis / side pod damage on that car as well. He's still in the session though. It's not knocked him out. So let's just keep an eye on how long it takes for him to get back into the pits. Well, you know, get back on track once he's been in the pits. Because that will indicate how bad the damage is. Let's send out Oscar. And there is Sights limping in. You can see he's got no front wing. Oh, he's got half a front wing. Has he damaged anything else on the car? Interesting. Let's keep those guys out. I'm just going to whiz forward a bit. I'm going to keep Sights highlighted because I want to see how long he's in the pits for. I'm guessing it's going to be a while. Could even have damaged his gearbox as well. And a gearbox change takes quite a long time in this. So that might be him out for almost the rest of the session. Oh, he's back out. It wasn't too bad. Some changes and then a new front wing. Looks like he got away quite easy on that. Let's check in with Logan. He's in 17th. Oscar 14th. That's not bad considering they're not pushing hard at the moment. I mean, they are on probably faster
Oh, we've had a
tyres.
spin. Let's take a look at the replay. Now here
Max
we
having a
see
spin.
Max Verstappen. That looked like a very...
Again, not too bad. But, you know, it's encouraging pace. Considering we're not really pushing the car. And we're still 14th. Okay, tyres are running out. Fuel is running out. Still waiting for that little bit of feedback. Let's slow the pace down on the fuel burn. Just to make sure we do actually get that feedback.
We need lift off. Lift off.
Copy.
Come on, boys. Give me the information I need. See, Logan is now threatening to go back to the garage. Can't do that till he tells me how the car is. He's gonna have to stay out there. He's got enough fuel for another lap or so. Good. So we haven't improved the setup that much. Might even potentially made it slightly worse. Waiting for Oscar to chime in now. Oh, Oscar's definitely improved his. Let's call him in as well.
Going down the pit lane.
Copy.
Hi Jeremy, good to see you. Okay, so Oscar's car. Oh, we've got the front wing pretty much spot on. Everything else is not good. So we're going to have to go really high on the rear wing, I think. Ooh, excuse me. Front wing is just a little off. There we go. Traction is almost there. Rear wings changed nicely. Okay, that's quite extreme. Achieve something easier with a bit of a change to the roll bar. Not really. Okay, let's try a rear wing change. No, that's not going to work. I'm going to have to change that again. I'm not going too far away on the on my traction control there. That's okay. Alright, let's go with that. These tyres are pretty much done, I think. 27%. But we can get away without having to waste another set. So we're just going to keep those same tyres. We're going to drop the run plan right down. We're only going to have 3 minutes left in the session anyway, so we'll just go with 3 laps of fuel. Have we made the car worse? We have actually made the car worse. That's not good. Okay, so let's make some similar changes. We'll go with 13.5 on the rear wing. Roll bar is okay at the moment. Front wing needs to change. Needs to go that way. Actually, let's go like that. Cornering should be improved by doing that. Let's go there and there, and yeah, that rear wing might be a little bit too high, but we'll wait for the feedback. Again, we're going to keep the same tyres. We're going to drop the run plan. If I can get them out just for a lap or two, at least it starts to prepare, you know, a little bit of feedback for the next run in the next session. Plus, it's also a quick boost, or a minor boost to Oscar's track knowledge as well. And there's the gearbox wear that I was talking about at the start. It means we are going to have to switch the gearbox for session 2. Kind of what I expected. Trying to hold off on that as long as possible. Right, there we go. That's the end of session. Can I cancel the run and call in? Yes, I can. So we'll do this lap, and then he'll come in at the end of the next lap. Running low on fuel. There we go. Car parts knowledge has gone up thanks to those new parts that we put on. Obviously we've got no setup confidence yet because we've just gone out with brand new configurations. That's fine. As long as we have a value by the end of FP3, that's all that matters. I'm going to change the tyres for hard. Actually, no, I'm going to go medium. We're going to go with 22 lap runs. It's Oscar's car that needs the new gearbox, isn't it? Yeah. I might be able to get away with it for this session, actually. It's a risk. If it gets to major wear, where it drops to below 20%, then before he comes into at the end of his first run, then that's it. I'm going to have to change his gearbox, which is going to probably take about 20 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and just change it now. I don't want to lose all that running time. How you doing, Ruben? Glad you're enjoying the PS5 version. Run plan 22, compound medium. Right, FP2.
Radio check.
Radio check.
Welcome, Dirty Trucker. How are you today? Oh, we're not looking after the engine. But let me just check. Ocon is on soft tyres. We're on mediums. That's a really close gap in time. And we've got some decent fuel in the car as well. That's encouraging. That's very encouraging. To be what? Less than 2/100ths of a second off Ocon's time. Oh, we've had a crash. Who's crashed?
There's yellow hat.
Here's the
Leclerc.
replay.
What's he done?
Watch this. There's Leclerc.
Oh, he's just gone
A
on at
definite collision there. That's
turn 4.
very unfortunate.
He's done the same as Sainz did in FP1. Right, close to feedback from Schumacher. Piastri a little bit further behind him. Okay, we start to get some minor gearbox wear on Schumacher's. Really? Didn't I already put a new gearbox? Oh, don't tell me it's the bug. There's a bug in the game at the moment that means that sometimes when you swap a component over, it inherits the same level of wear as a previous part. That's one of the things they fixed on the PC patch, and it's going to be in the upcoming console patch. But I really hope that's not the case. It means we've basically just lost the gearbox if that's the case.
How's the balance?
Okay, Piastri's car's still not happy. We are getting closer on Schumacher's car,
Copy.
though. So we're still way off on the wing, so we are going to have to increase that even more. Stability's good, front wing needs a little tweak. Cornering still needs a bit of a tweak. Right. Gonna go with that. So we'll just make those changes. Keep the fuel and keep the tyres if we need to. I need that update fast. Yeah. Yeah, I do. It's definitely frustrating. Okay, so the car is great. Nothing spectacular, but it's in the right ballpark. We need a decent size change on track on our rear wing. Everything else just needs small changes. Okay, let's push the camber up. Okay, let's try that. Alright, Oscar's ready to go back out. It's got plenty of tyres, plenty of fuel. That's not going to be an issue. Schumacher's car, basically I need to run this to the end of the session now. Because of his gearbox, there's a high probability that it's going to break to the point where when I hit in next, I'm going to have to change it before I can go back out again. And that's, like I said, 20 minutes added onto the configuration change. Okay, so both guys are out. Got to keep an eye on Schumacher's gearbox wear. Feedback be good. What I'm also going to do, actually, just to try and protect that gearbox a bit more, avoid the curbs, because the impact of hitting curbs can increase the rate of damage to a component. Gastri's car's improved. Not enough yet, though. I was hoping to have at least dialed in one of these cars by now. I can get away with boxing Mick. Oh, Mick's car's gone backwards, I think. That's not good. I'm struggling to get the cars dialed in here.
Okay, understood. Limiter on, please.
Still got one more session after this, but ideally they need to be dialed in by the end of the first run in FP3, so that they can just stay on track and get that knowledge that they need for the rest of the session. So this is a little frustrating. So we found optimal traction, but we have lost a bit on the straights and on cornering. Again. Yeah, I can't really make a change to the roll bar. Let's see what a rear wing change does. I'm going to have to push that to 14. And then maybe dial it back a little bit. With some front wing. I think that might be as good as I can get it. It's just which way do I go with the front wing? I'm going to go that way with the front wing. I might lose my optimal traction here. Alright, let's go the other way with the front wing. Let's go to 9. There we go. Let's go with that. So, again, we'll just get the car turned over as quick as we can.
Good entry. Yeah, I'll be there.
Car setup is 18 and on the other car is 71 and P1. Which circuit are you trying to get configured for? Okay, braking is good. Oh, rear wing's bad. Okay, so rear wing's got to go all the way. It's not enough of a change on the rear wing. I have to push that up. I think, maybe. Oh, I don't know. Oh. Don't normally struggle to find a setup like this. Minor change, big change. Okay, it's got to be that. Albert Park, yeah. Albert Park can be a bit tricky to set up. Again, it's trying to find that balance between grip and speed. It's a bit like this one, but the downforce requirements on this one are a fair bit higher. But you still need good speed as well for that long straight. Right, I really hope... Oh, we've got a big crash. Multiple cars involved. I really hope these are going to be the setup changes that finalise these cars here. Right, so what did we miss? What happened?
I think there's been contact on the track. We can take a look now. Now watch this. Here's Alonso's car.
Oh, that is a lot of cars. Is he going to get punted? He is. Oh, that's going to be a penalty for Tsunoda.
And it's crystal clear who was in the wrong there.
Whichever one of those it is, he's going to get a penalty. Surely. It's not Gasly. Yeah, Tsunoda got a penalty. Well, that's excellent. A 3-place grid penalty for Tsunoda means that it will potentially drop him behind Mick. Obviously, practice grid is not the same as qualifying grid, but a penalty definitely helps us. Right, let's get Oscar out ASAP. Nick is not far behind. Might get one lap in. Maybe two at a push. Car park knowledge has gone up to 84%. That's good. I don't think I'll get it all the way up to 100 for the next race, but if we can get it up above 90, that's a good step up, considering we put 2 new parts on. Oh, good. Take me off. Alright, there we go. So that's the end of FP2 and the end of Friday practice.
Thank you for joining us here today. Once practice is over, qualifying will be underway, and then the fight for pole begins. Ahead of the race tomorrow, the teams will be putting their practice data to use and making sure that their drivers have the very best chance of setting a lap time that will edge out the competition in qualifying. Drivers may know a track inside and out, but unless they have the setup to complement their ability, their efforts may be for nothing. So get yourselves comfortable. It's going to be quite the ride.
Okay, so I have to change Mick's gearbox. Please tell me it hasn't done the bug. Oh no, it hasn't. Okay. Phew. So we changed that. Leave the engine in. We'll swap that out after practice for quali. Run plan. 22 laps. I'm going to go with the hard tyres. I want to be able to run them long if I can. Actually, let's go with a 30 lap fuel, even though we're not going to use it. Laps. The engine mode, just check the components. Yep, that's okay. Driving options, change that. Here we go.
Radio check, radio check.
So Schumacher's track knowledge is quite low. Oscar's is a little bit lower than I would like as well. I like to try and get them up to about 80% over the first 2 days. For some reason that hasn't really happened this time out. Means I'm going to have to run Oscar longer than I would have liked. Mick is showing slower than a Williams, but that's because he's running with a lot of fuel and hard tyres and at a very reduced pace. So I'm not worried about that. And with all that in mind, Piastri is still running in 15th. He is just full of raw speed. Doesn't have...
Oh, there's a spin!
Oh, we've got a spin.
Let's take a closer look. We're just watching the Red Bull. And this, yes, this is where they spun out.
Held up Mick. Thanks for that.
How's the balance?
Oh, there we go. So we'll just call them in just to check on that. Couldn't quite get there on Mick's car. That's frustrating. How optimal is optimal? 97, 98 or 99 or 100? Let's have a look. Perfect, 100%, beautiful. Love to see that. So we're just going to send him straight back out. Put a little bit more fuel back in the car. And he's going to run until probably the end of the session. Mick's car is going to need a bit more work. Not too much more, the traction's the only issue at the moment. Now, can I fix this without breaking everything else? There we go. Should do it. So Mick's car will take a little longer to get turned around, but it should give him the optimal setup now. The full Monty, the full beans, the whole enchilada, etc., etc. It's weird food simile here. So Oscar's just going to run now until he either hits 100% track knowledge or runs out of fuel. I'm not too worried about getting the car park knowledge up to 100% on this practice. Rather save the car a little bit. I know we've got an old engine and an old ERS, but it's a new gearbox, and keep the mileage off it as long as I can. Hi there, Matthew. So, hands up in the chat, who else is playing while watching? Oh, you got another win in Japan. Nice. Congratulations. I'm yet to get a win, but I haven't got past Silverstone yet. Every time I start getting to a certain point in the season, I start a new career. I've got Williams up to just finished Monaco. Which is the race after this one, so it's my Williams file I'm running at the moment. Right, let's speed time up. I don't think I'm going to hit my 100% track knowledge for Oscar at this rate. It's going to be close. I might just squeeze it. I'm just going to run Schumacher to the end of the session as well. I don't... Oh, he's locked up. At least he's not gone into the barrier.
Copy. Keep focus. Copy.
They've locked up and gone straight on!
I don't need to see a replay. I've just seen a replay. He's getting swamped. Any upgrades in for this race? Yes, we fitted the upgrades at the end of the last race, if you remember. I'm trying to remember which upgrades they were. New floor, I think, and a new front wing, I think, as well. I'll check when we get back to the garage. Oh, Oscar is going to get to 100%. Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to call Oscar in, because we know his car is set at 100%. He's got 100% track knowledge. The car knowledge will come. I'm not too worried about that. I'd rather save the gearbox. Mick isn't going to get close, but obviously he's only run 2 sessions, not 3. I'm hoping that the change we made on the last time in the pits will get him to 100%. If not, we can roll back if we've broken the car, but I don't think we have. It should be an improvement. There we go, we've got an optimal rating. So again, that could be 97% or higher. I'm hoping it's the 100. But I'm not going to make any changes. I'm just going to let him keep running, get his track knowledge up as best as he can. So let's just keep pushing. Okay, 70%. Session's over for both the team and the dodgy naked ladies in the chat. Right. We got him up to 74% again. That's not bad. So performance bonus for Mick. Get a few points here and there on each of his abilities. That's good. And then for Oscar, just a little bit higher. It's got 1 extra point of boost. So, the new car parts we fitted. We fitted a new underfloor and, yeah, a new front wing. Okay. So let's change the engine out for a new one. We might well run this engine for the entire of Monaco. I don't know yet. Seems a bit of a waste to run a fairly new engine at Monaco, given it's the slowest track. We'll keep the same ERS though. Run plan, let's remove the cooldown lap. Car parts, change the engine. Down to 88% wear on the gearbox already. That's not great. Right. We're ready. Oh, I know. Yeah, we did get him 100%. Yeah, good. Got to check that. Time for quali. Any plans for getting Gasly next season? No, not on this file. Next season, I'm thinking about maybe getting rid of Mick and bringing in our current reserve driver, Logan Sargent. Like I said, I want that American driver in the American team theme for this particular playthrough. That's why I'm running him in a lot of sessions, try and get him some good XP over the season. Yeah, but plans change. We'll see. You never know. If he's not ready, I might sign Gasly for a couple of seasons. I'm trying to mix and match on different files. So with Williams, I've gone for Piastri, and I've got Porsche in as my young driver, who's going to be replacing Albon when his contract expires at the end of the season. So next year will be Piastri and Porsche at Williams. At Aston Martin, I've got Gasly and Vettel, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do to get rid of to replace Vettel yet. Gasly is really good. Yes, he is. He is a very good driver. Saying his first race for me at Aston Martin was here at this circuit. He got fourth in the Aston, so I think there was a safety car that helped me get that, but even so. Oh no, Latifi's in the way. Eesh. Luckily I don't think I lost too much time. Right, let's put the same tyres on again. Wait for a gap. So I might look at different drivers, you know, for different save files, you know, just so it's not, I'm not always using the same drivers every time I play. Right, Gasly's going out. Let's go out behind him. Looks like our run's going to take place when the track's relatively quiet, which is good. Ocon's a driver I'm looking at as a potential for one of my playthroughs. I haven't started an Alpine file yet, and I'm probably going to go with, keep Ocon and replace Alonso with Gasly. Three-tenths of a Ferrari. Wow. Piastri's got real pace. I mean, his cornering speed is phenomenal in this game, but it's raw speed. He doesn't have the refinement of a more experienced driver, so he shreds tyres compared to other drivers. So it's, that's the downside of Piastri as a rookie. But every time I get a point, I'm putting it into his smoothness to try and get more life out of his tyres. But 7/10 off and on scrubs, that's a good time. That's a very good time. Those upgrades that we spent a lot of time on look to have worked very well. We're faster than Alonso. And the McLarens. And the Mercedes. I mean, there's some big boys that need to go up the ladder there. Perez is going to improve. Tsunoda's going to improve, but I don't know where to. Gasly's going to improve. Hamilton's going to improve. Ocon's going to improve. I would think Bottas is going to improve. But we're in a really good position here. You wouldn't sign Ocon. He keeps making mistakes. Well, I'll see what his potential is like in terms of his growth potential. Oh, gotta get ready to go out. Nearly missed the chance to send my drivers out then. Looking at the chat. Alright, there we go. Let's ride on board with Piastri. Because that lap time was fantastic. This is a brand new set of tyres as well. What you don't get is he has a 93 control rating. Is he that high? Okay. Maybe it's just not comfortable with the setups that the AI is generating for him then. Maybe it's an inherent problem with the Alpine. To be fair, I don't really see Ocon make that many mistakes on my files. I'm not expecting us to stay anywhere near our positions here. Both drivers in the top 10, in the top 6 even, but I can dream. If I can get this car all of a sudden really switched on, we could be on for some massive points here. Okay, first sector time is an improvement. Not for Mick though. We're still ahead of Zhou. I think we've got some real serious pace here. Okay, second sector time coming up. It's an improvement again. Mick improves in the middle. Sainz has jumped above us. Now Hamilton, but not by much. Only 4/100ths of a second. We could jump Hamilton here. We have qualified Hamilton. Oh my word. 5th and mixed 9th. Holy crap. Wow. Look at that. I can't get over that. That's fantastic. 5th and 9th. Wow, those upgrades I deliberately wanted to make sure that I put a lot of time and effort into each of the upgrades. You know, rather than throwing on quick, cheap, small mini upgrades that would give very tiny little incremental upgrades to the car. I wanted to invest really heavily in 1 or 2 specific parts at a time and just throw all my resources into those, and boy has it paid off. Alright, Q2. We're going to go out and do a banker lap on the same tyres we've just used. We've got new engines as well, maybe that might be a part of it, but even so, I still can't quite get over. Just we could qualify with both cars in Q3 here.
Radio check.
Radio check.
I'm not sending them both out at the start because I find that Q2 you do that, you tend to get held up. Both of the Alfa Romeos are going straight out. Maybe I should have gone straight out. There goes one of the McLarens, not sure which one. It's Ricardo. And now we've got Gasly going out and one of the Mercedes, Hamilton. Okay, I'm going to go out right behind Hamilton, I think. I still can't believe we out-qualified Hamilton and everyone below him as well. That is just phenomenal. So happy right now. Episode with the boss. Is that the one where they just start going completely crazy on the back of the trailer and big straps? That was so frustrating when it happened. Just hear the exasperation in my voice. Alright, first flying lap in Q2. Was it a fluke, or can we keep that pace going? Oh, they've got cars coming out the pits right in front of us. It's one of the Red Bulls. Hopefully it's not going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem for Hamilton. It's screwed him up already. Is it going to be a problem for us? Piastri's gone purple. Right. hopefully that's not been too much of a delay. Out the way. We've lost a little bit of time there. Can Mick get through? No. Oh, Mick's lap's ruined. Should have gone straight out. Ricardo and Joe setting identical times there, look. Piastri takes top. Mick goes second. Still need the big guys to set their times. Hamilton, you can see he got held up, obviously, by whichever of the two Red Bulls it was. That's why he's a second off the pace. But even so, it's good pace. Again. All right, let's get these guys back into the pits. I'm not going to go out for another run mid-session. I'm just going to wait till the end now, and I'm going to put new tyres on. Okay, so we have been dethroned a little bit, but even so, we've still got both cars in the top 10. You've got to figure that Hamilton and Ocon and Russell are going to improve. Ocon should improve as well. Gasly, I think that's probably about his pace. I think we've got a real chance of both cars getting into Q3 here. Q3 for both cars. Yeah, he's hoping. Yeah. It'd be amazing if we can do that. Yeah, we've been struggling. We've been knocking on the door of Q3 with Piastri, but we've been struggling with Mick. And now all of a sudden, with those upgrades, we're going to have both cars not just knocking on the door of Q3, but firmly into Q3 at this kind of pace. We've certainly overtaken the Alphas, the McLarens, even the Alpines, and potentially even the Mercedes as well. Could there be a chance for third row on the grid? Well, if Piastri can reproduce his Q1 form, not just in this session but in the next one as well, then yeah, there is definitely a chance. I might just make one run in the next session. I don't know. I might go out on some scrubs just to set up banker time and then have one flying lap at the end. We're going to ride on board with Piastri again. It's so nice to have two cars just working perfectly. Both drivers with 100% confidence in the car. Alright, here we go. Q3 or bust. No lockups, no running wide. Just keep it nice and tidy. No improvement in the first sector. Mick improves. Ocon goes P7, so he can't displace Piastri. Norris has crossed the line. Zhou's crossed the line. He's out. Russell goes P5. Ricardo is out. Norris is out. Hamilton's through. Alonso said his time. Gasly's out. It's down to Bottas, and I think he's not going to make it. Oh, Mick's in the drop zone. But he's improved in both sectors. Piastri's improved in the middle. He goes 6th. Just 0.003 of a second behind Hamilton. Mick is through as well. He's in 9th. We knock out Ocon. Whoo, boy. Both cars in Q3. It's so nice not to have Magnussen crashing or locking up. Oh, isn't it just? So yeah, we definitely got third row pace with Oscar here. If we can get a really good strong start from third row on the grid, we could be knocking on the door of a... Well, actually no, probably not going to be knocking on the door of a podium. Although, having said that, it depends on strategy. If the AI 2 stops it and we 1 stop it, maybe we could get a podium. I'm excited just thinking about it. Right, into Q3.
Radio check.
Oh, tyres. I've got 1 set of brand new tyres. Yeah, I'm going to set, do a scrub set. For both drivers, and then we'll save the new set for the end. Use Mick to slow everyone down. That's not sporting. Oh, you're talking about in the race? I thought you meant here in qualifying. Oh no, yeah, I'll definitely be using the drivers to give Oscar the best chance of... you know, Mick's going to be the rear gunner. Oscar's going to be the one that's going to be, you know, chancing the podium. He's just got that extra pace on Schumacher. Riding on board with Mick this time. I might even run them the other way round in the final session. I normally send Oscar out first and Mick out second, so that Mick can potentially get a slight slipstream. But I might do it the other way round for the final run. Right, no traffic, that's good. Hamilton up ahead. Oscar's purple in the first sector. Oscar is faster than Hamilton right now. Who is the only other driver on the hot lap? Or the only driver ahead of us on the hot lap. He's purple in the middle. Oh, this is so nice. For however short it's going to be, we're going to be P1 in Q3. Okay, so one of the Ferraris or one of the Red Bulls has just knocked us off. The purple in the first sector. Hamilton goes P1. We immediately displace him. And half a second slower than Mick. Yeah, that's the difference between the two drivers. I say Piastri has just got so much raw pace, especially through corners, but he's just a lot harder on his tyres. We're faster than Russell as well. Leclerc goes P1, but we're only three and a half tenths off. Perez is just starting his lap. He's going to have Leclerc in the way. He's going to get held up. Or is that Sainz in front? No, Sainz is there. Yeah, that is Leclerc in front of him. Don't tell me we've got a chance of the second row here. Oh yeah, that's a big hold for Perez.
Mid-entry.
Okay, understood. Limiter on, please.
Let's see what Sainz can do on his hot lap. He's probably going to go P2. Yeah, Sainz goes P2. What about Max? We know Perez's time is rubbish. Let's put on those new tyres while I think about it. Our last set of new tyres. Oop. Just put the same tyres on. Let's do that again. There we go. I'm just going to double check I've done the right tyres there. So it looks like Max has got a clear track, so he's going to be up there with the two Ferraris. Bottas, a hundredth, just under 200ths faster than Mick. Okay, so we've got a chance of jumping Bottas with Mick here. Where does Verstappen go? P1. Oh, by a comfortable margin. So there's our race winner, everybody. Unless, of course, we can start in the front row, start in the second row ahead of the Mercedes, and then maybe jump one of the Ferraris and stay with the other one in a DRS train. Then, on a one-stop, we've got a real outside chance of winning this thing. Right. Now, do I send my guys out first, or do I send them out last? What do you think, guys? First or last? Do we beat the rest of the pack out for our lap and have very clear air, or do we sit at the back of the queue? Send them out last. What's everyone else think? We've got 2 minutes to decide. Well, minute to decide, minute and a half. To be honest, track rubber isn't really going to make a huge amount of difference over the last couple of seconds. I'm thinking more about the clear air. I'll split it. I'll send Piastri first, and I'll send Mick last. Now it's a question of whether I blink before they do. Don't want to go too early. I could cut the tension with a knife here. Alright, so I'm leading the pack. Mick will bring up the rear. This could be the most crucial qualifying of our season. Because I don't think we'll get this close to those guys again. You say Monaco is, I think this one, because this is the circuit where we really worked on high speed downforce and medium speed downforce. We kind of didn't pay much attention to low speed, so these upgrades aren't going to work as well at the next race. So that's why I think this one's more vital, because the rest of the teams are going to start bringing upgrades as well, and I don't think we'll have another opportunity to potentially be in with a shout of winning for a while. No improvement for Oscar so far. Mick hasn't finished his first sector yet. Improvement in the middle, but there we go. Mick's improved in the first. Monaco you can't overtake. It's tough. It's possible, but it takes... it does take a fair bit of luck. Okay, Piastri improved his time a little bit. Russell does not improve enough. He stays P6. Bottas stays P7. Can we jump Bottas here? It's nip and tuck. Leclerc improves slightly. Sainz improves fractionally. Verstappen doesn't improve. What about Perez? Hamilton can't beat us. Perez gets us. But only by 0.2. And Mick can't quite jump Bottas. So it's P5, P10. Oh, that's brilliant. That's our best quali. Hands down our best quali.
Tension continues to build here as race day begins.
HAAS proved quite resourceful during qualifying. That puts them in a very good position to make the most of this race start. Alpha Tauri's qualifying results were in line with the targets set out for the team. They certainly have the potential to achieve a good result here today. The weather is very overcast here, and teams are staring at the sky watching for the first sign of rain. Strategies might have to be quite flexible going into today's race.
And there are going to be some tough calls to make in Catalonia today. So let's see who makes the best ones for the Spanish Grand Prix.
All right, here we go. I'm nervous. I'm really nervous about this. We're not going to get any rain. AI is going to 2-stop. Can I make a 1-stop work? And still be effective? I can with Mick. Question is, do I start Mick on the mediums or the hards? I think it would be better to start Mick on the hards. On the mediums, sorry. There we go. That gives me the flexibility to push that first stent. Yeah. So that's Mick locked in. Okay. Oscar. AI is probably going to 2-stop. Oscar is harder on his tyres. I need to be wary of that. I could go... I haven't got a new set, yeah. Set softs is slower. Okay, so that's the 1-stop strategy for Mick. That works out at exactly the same, but it gives me flexibility. It means I can really push those tyres hard, and I can still convert that to a 1-stop as well. So I'm going to go with that for Oscar. I'm going to 1-stop Mick, we're going to 2-stop Oscar, with the potential to change it to a 1-stop. Mick's going to stay with the same amount of fuel. I'm actually going to throw a little bit more. I can't really put much more in, but I'm going to throw a little bit more into Oscar's car, just so I can push him at the higher revs a little bit longer. Options off the line. I want to go full attack off the line with an overtake option for Mick. And for Oscar, we're going to go full attack off the line with full deploy. And let's see how we do. I've already locked that in. Finished 2 cars in the top 15. Yeah, that's easily going to happen. But we're going to nail this one, I think. quite comfortably. Unless something goes horribly, horribly wrong, we should nail that hot streak target there, finishing in 12th. That'll give us 300 grand, 330 grand. We've achieved that. We achieved that. We've got a good chance of fastest lap at the end with Oscar. Finish position. Hopefully we're going to do that. We could get quite a nice little payout here. Right. Compounds are chosen. Strategies are chosen. Starting instructions are passed out. It's time to race.
The drivers have now taken position on the grid, and it's looking like a cloudy day. Looking at the HAAS, they're in the front half of the pack, so there's plenty of potential for them. And it's Schumacher as the second driver today. They might not be in the top 3 spots, but things could change fast once the race gets underway. The race start is mere seconds away. This is it.
I'm nervous for this.
Spanish Grand Prix.
Come on, please give me a good start.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
Okay, good job, that's one.
Right, we jumped Perez off the line. I was looking at the wrong car. Mick lost a place. Oscar gained a place. If I can get ahead of one of the Ferraris.
We are P10 now, P10.
Mick got his place back. But if I can get ahead of one of the Ferraris, and I might be able to here, then I can get myself in a nice little DRS train.
Is that a new race position for HAAS?
Oh, he's having a go at Leclerc. Can he get him? Under braking. Oh, it's tight. We've got the inside, maybe. No, he's going to close. Oh, no, he hasn't closed the door. We're going for it. Oh, wow. He got him. This is glorious.
HAAS with an overtake. Let's have a look. Now just focus on the HAAS.
Up the inside of turn 4.
And they get past, which moves them up a position. Back in the garage,
Let's have a little cheer in the garage.
Absolutely loved it.
Hey! Right, now we need to sit behind. I'm going to dial that down a bit. I'm going to drop that down to neutral and see if we can keep pace with Max like this. Could Piastri lead a race for the first time in F1? Well, maybe. Probably not. But if we can keep that DRS once that activates, we've got to go another lap yet before we get the benefit of it. But maybe. I'm more than content to just sit in second and wait for them to stop and then try and undercut or overcut.
DRS enabled now, DRS enabled.
We are actually gaining on the straight. We're going to have to burn fuel quite hard, I think, at the start of the race, but let's check in on Mick. Mick's up to 9th. He's about to go 8th. There we go. Can he get Bottas on the same maneuver? Go on. Up the inside. Up the inside. He shuts the door. And then opens it again. Have we got a chance here? Nope. Oh, he's not going to go around the outside into here, is he? No. Get a good run through turn 9. Up, oh, wow. Look at that traction. Nick's up to 7th.
Good job so far.
Piastri is less than 4/10 behind.
No overtake.
Battery's empty. Okay, let's try and harvest a bit while we're in the DRS.
Charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Oscar's in the lead! Come on, Oscar! Right, let's immediately slow that pace down a little bit. Try and charge up the battery a little bit more.
New race position
I've
for
got to see
HAAS.
this overtake.
Let's see what happened there. Now just focus on the HAAS.
It's a DRS overtake, but I don't care. It's an overtake. Oscar Senna Piastri.
Moving up a place there.
Mick running well in 7th right now. Oh, here comes Max. Oh, no, we blocked him off. Is Max on hards? Oh, he's on mediums as well. He's going to get us back on the straight, but that's okay. Mick is doing quite well. Let's ease his tyres down a little bit. Keep the fuel burn going though, while we're charging up the ERS. We held him off. Wow. No ERS down that straight, and we held him off. Oh man, I think we could be on for a win. If we can keep this going, we're on for a win. This is glorious. Okay, his ERS is charged again. Let's go neutral.
Charge off.
Yeah.
We'll come back to it in a moment. Let's see how Mick does. Perez stole my fastest lap. The cad.
Can reduce the lift off a bit.
Yeah, copy.
He's off on the fuel burn. Has Oscar got rocket fuel in that car? He could take off. Well, that's the thing with F1 cars. The faster they go, the more downforce they generate. F1 car could theoretically drive upside down the amount of downforce it generates. Oscar held the lead again. And now Mick is charged. Excellent.
More charge off, please.
Copy.
Gonna try. Oh no, I can just do. Oh, there goes Verstappen. Sneaking around the outside. We'll have that back, thank you very much.
Red Bull gained a place.
Okay, this is going to work for us because we're going to get the DRS. Oh, actually, I don't know. We're not sure. Oh, we got pinched and we lost a lot of ground. We did get DRS though, so we should close right back up
Red
on
Bull
Verstappen.
moved up.
Can we hold off the Ferraris? Please hold off the Ferrari. Yes. Okay, I'm not going to let Verstappen get away with that. I'm going to get a bit closer. But I'm going to do it at the expense of the tyres, not the fuel. Because we have got that extra leeway with tyres on Oscar because he's running the two-stop. Max is going to look to try and break away if he can. Oscar's got so much cornering speed, he's actually faster in some sections of the track. Like Monaco, he's faster than quite a few people. Just going through sector 3 because he's got such great cornering speed. Your fastest lap. Oh no! No! It's going to drop into the back of the grid.
Let's take a look at the replay. Now just focus on the HAAS.
Oh
They spun the
no!
car. What a disaster! No! That's going to be a big blow to the team. Will they be able to recover? We'll see.
Okay, he's not dropped back as far as I thought. He's only 11th, but... Oh, man! Oh, I'm going to have to switch him to a one-stop. I can't believe that happened. Magnussen would have done that. No, Magnussen would probably have gone into a barrier and broken his way. That's the first mistake that he's made, though. I mean, for a rookie who's only... See, when did we signed him after Australia, so he's race 4, race 5. This is only his third race ever in Formula 1. And he was leading the Grand Prix.
Mode push.
Right, let's try and catch up. Mick's still sitting pretty in 5th.
Keep this approach. Good job so far.
We've still got a guarantee of good points here with Mick,
HAAS
as
with
long
an
as he
overtake
doesn't do something
there.
stupid. Oscar's now going to hunt down Russell. Can't really push his tyres harder than I'm doing right now. Otherwise I'm not going to be able to make the one-stop viable. So I'm going to have to do it with, DRS management. He's already almost on the back of Russell. Not going to get DRS this turn. But next lap, well, halfway around the lap I'll have it. Needs to work on accuracy and consistency. No, not really. I don't think his stats are that bad. He really needs to work on smoothness. That's his biggest biggest weakness at the moment. Which is what I'm doing. I'm putting my points into that. Right, let's start harvesting again.
Charge
While
on.
we're in the DRS
Copy.
range. Nick's 3 seconds off. I try pushing Nick. Perez. I don't think we're going to have the pace. I'd rather keep the DRS. Sorry, keep the ERS battery as is on Nick and not try and go chasing after those guys while he's on a one stop. Although, I tell you what, let's look at switching Mick onto the two stop. That's 28 seconds faster, apparently, with full push like that. Yeah, let's try and get Mick to go on the offensive. Oscar should hopefully be about to overtake Russell. Shame he's gone, yeah. Go on, around the outside, son. He's fighting him. Now, switch back, take the inside. Nope. With ERS, he probably would have made that. We'll get him. Schumacher is still 3 seconds behind. Tyre pace.
More push, more push.
Copy.
Don't want to push the fuel.
Charge off.
Copy.
So we're going to get Russell this straight here, and then we'll start pushing hard again to get onto the back of Ocon, and then we're onto the back of a nice little queue. There we go, that's the move done. Back onto harvest.
Charge
You
on,
know we need
please.
to deploy, don't we, to push.
Keep that up. Load push.
Copy.
Mick still
HAAS
3
with an
seconds
overtake.
behind. I could still put Oscar back on the two spot. It's 12 seconds faster. Yeah, we'll put Oscar back on the two stop, which means, because Mick's not making the inroads he needs to. He is gaining a little bit, but he hasn't got the same pace as Oscar, so I'm going to put him back on the one, and then he can get track position and potentially hold people up when they come in for their second stop.
We have no
His
DRS.
battery's empty now as well, so let's go to neutral for now. Strategy. I could leave them on the same strategy actually, and then just swap them around. Yeah, I'll do that. Piastri sets the fastest lap again. He's flying. He's already caught up to the back of Ocon. He's just a second off him. And we haven't even pushed his tyres up again yet. There we go.
Come on, let's close the gap to the cars ahead.
Copy.
And Mick's been overtaken by Alonso. Alright, so let's get Mick to harvest. We've caught up to the back of that group,
Copy.
so we'll go harvesting as well.
Charge on.
Copy.
Mick is only a few seconds up the road, like what? 5.5, 6 seconds up the road. We've actually got more fuel in Piastri's car than we have in Mick's. And being stuck in this train will allow us to gain a little bit of extra fuel. Bottas and Hamilton side by side through the final turn. Hamilton lost out big time. Look how close that is.
Good job.
Schumacher retakes Alonso, but yeah, Perez is gone.
Is that a new race position?
They're
for
all
Haas?
DRSing off Verstappen. They're all keeping pace with him because of the DRS train, which we enabled. We pulled them back into Verstappen by running slow and holding Verstappen up. So that the front four is just kept together as a group because of us. And then when we spun off, we just opened up the door for them all. Alonso and Mick swapping places back and forth. We're building up a nice little fuel reserve at this pace at the moment.
That's a good overtake.
We've got the
from
slipstream.
Alpine.
Are we going to steal up the inside here? Take Ocon around the outside maybe? No, bailed out. Oh, no, we've got the outside line. Can we hold it? Yes, we can. Can we spook Bottas and then get him as well? No, but we can get Oscar. So we can get Ocon. So we're up to 9th.
Nice work.
Batteries are almost charged on both drivers.
Haas with an
Bottas is out
overtake
of
there.
DRS range, so we should sail past him here. Nope, not quite. We'll get him on the main straight. Oh wow, Mick has dropped off quite substantially while he's charging. That's not good. Put Mick on neutral.
Motor race.
Copy.
Look at that closing speed. And he's on softs. Wow, this car is fast. This car is very fast. Up to P8.
Mega job, mates.
Chasing Hamilton, and our battery is now fully charged as well. So let's go into neutral.
Charge off.
Copy.
Mick is actually going to push to get back into range of Alonso. How you doing, Stefan? Alright, let's give some beans to Piastri as well so we can get into Hamilton's DRS for the main straight. Mick's got the gap down to 1.5 seconds. He's on a push. Can we get Hamilton around the outside? He's going for it. Come on, Oscar. Again, at this pace, podium is in striking distance. Mick is back inside DRS range. Okay, so we'll go neutral for Mick and just leave him there for now. Don't want to do the move on Hamilton here, but I'm going to, by the look of it. Alright, so we're going to have to go push. I don't want to get retaken.
So we're
oh,
P7.
no. Wait. Let's go
Charge
harvest.
Copy.
Hopefully Hamilton will get the inside. We'll
HAAS
get
with
the...
an overtake.
I don't know who's getting... Oh, damn it. We got squeezed again. Should have just deployed.
No push.
Copy.
Oh, the hard work
It's a
gone.
race position gained for a Mercedes.
That was a cheap overtake there from Hamilton. Let's push the pace. Gonna start harvesting, push the pace.
Charge on, charge on.
Copy.
And we've broken the DRS to Bottas already. Can we get back into DRS for Hamilton before the start of the next lap? Maybe. We're getting about a 10th every corner at the moment here. It's going to be close. That's the DRS line. I don't think we got it. No, we didn't. But we're close. Now we're going to go harvest. Mick is all over the back of Alonso right now. Let's take a quick look at that. Oh, he's side by side. He's got him. Good job. Okay, we're going to park the bus.
Save fuel and follow data.
Copy.
Let's ease those tyres up a little bit. Let them cool down. Ease the pace off a touch. Try and make sure we can get Hamilton on the main straight. Alright, can he get him?
Alpine just advanced.
Also takes the position back. We're still side by side here. Come on, take the inside line for the corner here. Nice. Right, and now we can
Doing a
push
good job.
to try and get away and catch up to Mick.
Is that a new race position for HAAS?
Come on, mate.
Copy.
Motorways.
Copy.
Mick's got tyres to spare. Oscar's about on prediction. Someone locked up. Who locked up?
Was that a lock-up on the track?
Stroll. Doesn't matter. Stroll's a mile off. Into the pit windows.
HAAS with an overtake there.
Charge on.
3 seconds to go. And there's Perez. Perez is the first to blink. He's into the pits now. Okay, so we're gonna start pushing.
Makes
We're gonna see if we can
Copy.
overcut. Let's go neutral. I would have liked to have a bit more battery, but gotta push. Crucial phase of the race. Piastri is closing down the guys in front. I am wary of fuel numbers. I don't have the luxury of easing off the pace right now. Okay, leaders are in. Leclerc's going to go another lap.
Sounds like someone's locked up.
Someone's gone off. Who's gone off? Who ran away? She's not going to tell us. Okay, Mick has gapped Alonso, which means if we can get on him, we can get past him pretty quickly. You had a second red flag in Mexico. I still have yet to see a red flag. I just had a wet Monaco. No red flags, no crash. No, I had a crash as well, but no red flag. Not even a safety car. Tyres of the leaders put on. Another set of mediums. They might be going medium hard, maybe. I'll get one at some point. Well, yeah, hopefully. Alonso pits. Do I get DRS off him before he pits? No, I did not. Do I pit Piastri this lap or do I go one more? I'm going to pit Piastri this lap, I think. Maybe. I don't know. I'll go one more lap. I'll go 2 more laps with Mick. In fact, let's slow Mick down. The option of a 1-stop is still on. Use him as a roadblock for everyone else. I don't know if I want to sacrifice his point scoring potential to do that. We're lapping someone already. We're lapping Stroll. Leclerc pits. Yeah. I'm going to box Piastri at the end of this lap. Get him on some fresh rubber and get him pushing really hard. Pit options, new mediums, go.
Box, box.
Copy, Bob.
Mick will keep out for another lap or 2 yet. Still burning fuel quite hard. Okay, let's ease the fuel off a touch.
Charge on.
Copy.
More charge.
Copy.
Looks like Latifi in front of Schumacher. It's another reason why I want to box Piastri now as well. We're starting to get the back markers. I don't want to get held up at all.
Minute 3.
Okay, understood. Get him on.
Alright, this is the crucial pit stop. Who were we chasing at the time? It was Alonso, Hamilton, I think. I think it was Hamilton. I don't know who we were chasing. We're coming out the pits. We're right behind Alonso. We actually got held up on the exit there for some reason. Okay, so we are 16 seconds behind Max, 12 seconds behind Russell and Ocon. Have they pitted yet? No, they haven't pitted yet. So we're chasing down Max, Carlos. Perez is pitted. Leclerc has just pitted for a new set of tyres. Alonso's just pitted for a new set of tyres. We've just pitted for a new set of tyres. So, yeah, the cars in front are who we're racing right now. And we're on the back of Alonso already, even while harvesting and not really pushing fuel. There goes Russell and Ocon. Still charging with him. Should sail past Ocon here, I'm hoping. Oh yeah, move's done before we even hit the corner. That's what we like to see.
You're currently P6.
Right, Leclerc is 9 seconds up the road.
HAAS with an overtake.
Just keep an eye on lap times. Mick is only a couple of tenths slower than Verstappen right now. And he's harvesting and not really pushing as hard as he could. Keep Schumacher out until these tyres fall off the cliff. I don't want them to fall off the cliff, because then he will start losing time to Verstappen hand over fist. But when Verstappen starts to get big gains on him time-wise, I will bring him in. We got held up on that lap with traffic. Verstappen's done a 122. Okay, yeah, that's fast. We might need to think about maybe bringing Schumacher in. Let's up his tyre pace again.
More to push, more push.
Oscar has already gained 0.8 of a second on Leclerc. Okay, battery's charged. Let's go neutral on that. Battery's charged on Oscar as well. We'll go neutral on his.
So overtake is available if you need it.
Copy.
So now we're just paying attention to lap times against tyre wear.
Charge on. Copy.
Mick's clear of the
Charge off.
traffic now.
Copy.
So let's see what he can do with free air. Gee, Mick's got extra soft tyres. Can I? If I'm extending his strategy, can I? Go soft until the end. I can. Just. New strategy for Mick. We're going to go two-stop soft. So Mick's the fastest. We're almost the fastest on the track right now, but then Verstappen's gone and thrown in a monster time. So, yeah, I think this might be the lap to pit. Tyres are getting close to that edge where they're going to really start to drop off a bit. I mean, our pace isn't too bad compared to the cars behind. Just Verstappen just hit that flying lap. I'll go one more lap with Mick. Because I'm still faster than Sainz and I'm still faster than Perez. Mick, Max is just on another level. So you have to expect him to be the fastest. But if we can stay ahead of Sainz and Perez in terms of times, that's very encouraging. We are gaining on Leclerc without having to really push the ERS yet. I probably should actually, so we don't drag Alonso along with us. Verstappen's pace has fallen off again, so he just went for a super hot lap. Sainz went for a super hot lap as well. Perez, same pace as us. Leclerc slightly slower. Piastri, faster. It's time to push Piastri. I don't want to bring Alonso into this fight.
Mode push.
Yep.
The more cars I bring into it, the worse it's going to be. This is the lap I'm going to pick, Matt. We're under 40% now. Let's pit for a brand new set of softs. Oh, I don't have 2 sets of new softs. Oh, that's okay. I mean, those aren't too badly worn. They're 86%. if worst comes to worst, I
Box,
can always go on
box,
to a new
box.
set of mediums at the end instead of a
for
second
box.
set of softs.
Good entry.
Just tuned in, looks like the best
Copy.
race of the season, and you've missed half of it. Yeah, well, qualifying was immense. We qualified 5th with Piastri, and then he was leading the race, and then he spun on turn 1 and dropped down to 11th. Fought him back up to 6th. So Mick's making his stop. Piastri has already made his first stop. Both guys are on 2-stop strategies, as is the AI. Mick started 10th. Oh, look at that. Mick's coming right out behind Alonso. He's going to have to push a little bit to catch him, but he's going to be able to catch up, and if he's got more pace than Oscar, I'll put him in front of Oscar and I'll get him to pull Oscar along. Claire is flying at the moment. He must have got DRS off someone. Yeah, he's lapped the Williams boys. What is the gap right now? 7 seconds. Okay. Mick's already on the back of Alonso. Oh, we've got a yellow flag. Someone's gone wide in sector 2.
We've just had a car run wide.
Gasly.
Here's the replay.
What did he do?
Now look at this. It's Pierre Gasly.
Oh,
Well, I don't know what they were thinking
that was
there.
so nearly
They're
a crash.
completely off the racing line.
Had to slam the anchors on there, that McLaren, whichever one
The
it is.
team are...
Who is it? Norris. Norris had to slam the anchors on there. We've just set the new fastest lap. Mick is past Alonso. Let's get him to keep pushing.
Is that a new race position for HAAS?
I'm going to ease that down to neutral for now. This is turned from Piastri being faster to Schumacher being faster. Well, it's only because of the tyre difference right now. Mick is on the softs and Oscar's on the mediums. They're both potentially going to be on softs for the final stint, which means Oscar will have a pace advantage. Or, depending on how the tyre wear goes, Schumacher might end up having to put mediums back on, in which case Oscar will definitely have the pace advantage. So the ball is in Oscar's court right now, still, in terms of being the higher points finisher. Oh, we're getting held up badly by these Williams cars. Get out the way. Yeah, gap's gone back up. A new fastest lap again, though, despite being held up. Schumacher this time, that's why. Yeah, he's flying. Battery on, full discharge, full push on the tyres. Awesome race, this one. 100% agree. This is just a fantastic race so far. I tell you what, if our next set of upgrades that are in development right now, if they are as effective as the two that we've just slapped on the car for this race, oh boy, are we going to have a car on our hands. Did I make big changes to the cars to get such good positions? Brand new floor, brand new front wing. Both were heavily invested in. And then we're working on a new rear wing and new side pods, I think, at the moment. After that, I'm going to work on a new chassis. Magnussen would have crashed by now. Well, Piastri did spin. He's representing. Right, mixed battery's empty.
Copy.
So we'll drop him to neutral. Oscar, I'm going to drop to harvest. It's closing.
Charge on.
Copy.
I was going to say what happened to Leclerc, but Leclerc's overtaken Perez. I thought Leclerc had disappeared off the track for a second there. We'll charge Piastri's battery, let Schumacher catch up and pass him. We're going to, depending on how quick he does it, I might. Make Piastri not quite his teammate. Might just pull over and let Mick take the lead for a little while. Let's go back to lap times. See, Mick's actually slower on that last lap, although I think he had traffic. Let's see what he does on this lap. And we are flying compared to Perez. Okay, Piastri's slowed down a bit because he's harvesting. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's let Schumacher nip in front while we're still charging up the battery. And then we'll swap them back over again once Piastri's charged and ready to go. Nearly a second difference between them on the last lap. We are pushing these new engines very hard. But the promise of big points means it's kind of worth it. At some point we're going to have to buy new components. I'm fully aware of that. We just want to try and get a big points haul in now while we can. We finished 5th and 6th, or even above the top 6. Two cars in the top 6 position would be immense. There's so many points. Alright, so a 22.7 and a 22.4. Okay, so Nick's slowing down a bit. Maybe his tyres are going off a little. It's at 77%, and they're still good. We just didn't have a clean lap. We are losing a bit of time now to Perez, who's Leclerc's flying right now, and Perez is in his no, he's not. Yeah, he is. Perez is right in his DRS look. So Leclerc's pushing hard and Perez is just following him through. Alright, Mick has less than a second gap now. I don't want to do this here. I don't want to lose out badly. I want to do it on the main straight. Give Mick DRS on the main straight. And then we'll pull over. There we go. Little swap of position there. Piastri's nearly fully charged. We'll put Mick onto charge now.
Charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Otherwise Piastri's going to lose. Oh, Piastri is fully charged. There we go. So
Overtake
we'll run
is
neutral.
available if you need it.
Copy.
Charge off.
Yeah.
Mick just went purple in the first sector. Thanks for that slingshot overtake from Piastri there. The rest of his lap's not going to be as good because he's charging up. There's no ERS deployment, or practically no ERS deployment for the rest of the lap. Leclerc and Perez swapping places again. If those two keep scrapping, that's going to slow them down. It's going to give me a chance to sneak up on the back of them. Alright, so now we get to the point where I'm going to swap these guys back. So let's turn that off. And get ready to turn it on over here. And once again, I'm going to wait till the main straight to swap them over. Bye bye Yuki. Just think. The audience wanted you in one of my cars. I said no way. Best decision I ever made. Alright, now it's Oscar's turn to push.
Mode push.
Copy.
Mode race.
Copy.
Let's try and keep Mick with him if we can. See if we can use Oscar to drag Mick further up the field. Turn that down a second.
Charge on.
Copy.
Alright, take it easy, trucker. Don't forget the replay will be up on the channel later, so you'll be able to catch up on what you missed. There we go, getting Mick back into range.
Charge off.
Copy.
Mick's tyre weight's still really good. It's because we ran him long, that's why. We went 2 laps beyond our original pit window. We're about on target with Oscar. With his tyre wear for his pit stop. We can actually run Mick an extra lap on these softs. That didn't save. There we go. Right, so Mick is within range, so now it's time to push again.
Mode push.
Yeah.
Save fuel.
Okay.
Schumacher's fuel burn back in the control a bit now as well. In fact, because his ERS is fully charged again, or as good as. Let's get ready to swap them over on the straight again.
Load push.
Copy.
Right. The wind's gone. We've got to accept that. We're not going to be able to catch Verstappen, but a podium is still very much on. We are only 6 seconds behind Sainz, Leclerc and Perez. We're all battling for second place right now.
Charge on, please.
Copy.
So if I can do this every few laps, just switch their places like this. One of them can run at full charge. Or even just neutral, and utilise the pace of the faster car. Mick just did a 120 on the last lap. That's a second faster than Perez, give or take. And we can keep leapfrogging them like this and use one car to really punch a hole in the air and the other one to follow closely. We can just keep leapfrogging them all the way up to the back of that pack. Put ourselves in contention for the podium. For maybe even a double podium. Oh, that would be so sweet to get a double podium. That would certainly improve the loss of not having a full podium, having a win to get a double podium. I'd be so happy with. There they are. We just saw them at the top of the screen. Someone locked up. Please be Verstappen. It wasn't. There.
Is that a lockup?
It was Latifi. Got all excited then. So what can Schumacher do like this? A 122.0. He's still half a second quicker than Perez. Piastri's faster because he's in the slipstream. And he's charging up his ERS as well. So we're going to swap him over on the next lap because he's charged. Let Oscar take the lead. We're getting close to the pit windows. You can see Mick's pit window is coming up next lap. We'll enter his window. So Mick is what, 4 laps away from the stop, maybe 3 laps away from the stop. I think his tyres are starting to struggle a little bit now. Mick does a 22.1. Yeah. Maybe he is starting to lose a little bit of pace. Oh, no, I don't want Schumacher on deploy. I want him on harvest.
Charge on, charge on.
Let's just slow him down just a touch. Let Mick get back into the DRS range. Come on, Mick, you got to keep up. We're hunting them down. We're only 5 seconds off them now. I think Mick's tyres are toast. Alright, we're going to have to stop charging. I don't think we're going to be able to
Charge off,
bring him along if we charge. Let's push his... Actually, no, we can if we push his pace. I'm wary of fuel.
More charge.
Yeah, okay.
Let's up that pace again. Come on, Mick, this is
Push
your
as
one
much as you
chance
can.
to stay with us.
Copy.
He's going to have to go neutral. He can't keep up.
Switch charge on.
Deploy him, getting back in range. Just pull him along until his pit stop. Charge him when he's got fresh tyres. Come on, Mick. Get back in range. Full push. Should be able to make it. Just need 2 more laps out of here. Perez pits. Okay, I desperately need Mick to be on the back of Piastri because I need to push Piastri.
No overtake.
Copy.
You're so close, dude. Come on. Let's get back in DRS range. Oh, losing time to the Ferraris. Come on. There we go. Right.
Keep pushing.
Copy.
Save fuel.
Okay.
Alright, is anyone pitting this lap? No, they're not. They're staying out another lap. Schumacher's pitting at the end of this lap coming up. This is Schumacher's box lap.
Box
Come
is
on, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Push, push, push. God damn it.
Box
I hate when you get slowed down like that for... I should have just pushed. Right.
Mode push.
I should have just ignored Mick and just pushed. Let's start harvesting.
Charge on, charge on.
Okay.
Get out of the way, traffic. I lost a second and a half to Ferraris trying to get Mick back into the DRS zone. Should have just ignored Mick and just pushed Glasgow. that long and I'd lose that much time doing it. His tyres are pretty much gone now as well. Oscar's pitting in a lap or two. I'm going to go Oscar one more lap after his... potentially one more lap after this one coming up. Right, Verstappen and Sainz are in.
Copy, pit 3.
Copy.
Let's see. Perez put on softs. That's what I thought. Which means... these guys are putting on softs as well. Yeah. Softs on the Ferrari. Softs on the Red Bull. Not the fastest of stops, but not too bad at 3.3 seconds. Right, Mick, you are ahead of Russell, who has yet to stop, I believe. Let's just get you to look after those tyres for a moment. 8 seconds behind Perez. Might struggle to get that. Piastri's pushing hard. Put the gap back down to just under 6 seconds to Leclerc. Do have a little bit of fuel to spend, but I want to wait until I've got fresh tyres before I use that. Gonna go one more lap. Brand new set of softs. And then we're going to rinse them for everything we've got.
Charge on.
Copy.
Yeah, Russell's still to make his third stop.
Copy.
We are losing time to Perez. I need one more lap today. I think those tyres will last. Let's put the tyres back up to aggressive.
Mode push, mode push.
Copy.
Leclerc's pitted. Verstappen's less than 6 seconds behind us. Leclerc's closing because we are recharging. We're going to come out in front of Mick.
Mid-entry.
Okay, understood. Limiter on, please.
There's Verstappen. Just hope we don't get held up on the exit of the pits by some random traffic. Good stop, please. Good stop. 3.4 isn't bad. I'd like them to be sub 3 seconds. How far off are we? Don't see Schumacher yet. Okay, Schumacher's 3.5 seconds behind us, so 7 seconds to Perez. That is easily achievable. We're going to charge up for this lap, and then next lap we're going to push everything and just go flat out, try and get the fastest lap, try and really close that gap to Perez. It's getting down to the business end. 16 laps to go.
Charge off.
Copy.
Can't wait for Mick. If I can catch up to the guys in front, I can just try and park the bus and let Mick catch up that way, but I can't wait for him. I've got to go hell for leather here.
Mode push.
Copy.
Alright, let's see just how fast we can go. Not purple in the first. Okay, that's a surprise. Close to get by half a second. Gotta get purple in the middle, surely. We've closed the gap by, what, 7, 8, 9 tenths of a second? Purple in the middle sector. Purple in the third sector. Okay, this is a mighty lap. We ran out of battery. But we set a new fastest lap.
No,
120.2. I've got to try pushing a little bit harder like this for now. Just hope I don't run out of fuel. Mixed fuel is okay. Yeah, I think we've got the fuel. I'm going to charge Mick back up.
Charge on, charge
I
on.
want to charge Oscar, but I need to keep him pushing. Yeah, we took 1.2 seconds at Perez on that last lap. It's just over 4 seconds. That's them in front of us. Oh, they're so close. I'm going to hope in hell of catching Verstappen, but if I can get myself in front of both Ferraris, I'm just going to slow them down as much as I physically can, bring Mick back into play. Someone's locked up. Who's locked up? Please be someone important that's in front of me.
I think there's been a lock-up.
No, it's only Vettel. Still lapping quicker. I am now worried about fuel, but I've got to keep going like this. I've got to keep pushing. If I can just get onto the back of them, I can save all the fuel I need to. I just got to get with them. Oh, traffic! It's slowing them down. It could slow me down. Get out of the way, quick! Get out of the way! It's you. We're just 1.5 seconds off Perez. He got held up so badly there. Question is, are we going to get held up that badly? I'm thinking the McLaren's just going to dive out the way on the main straight. We've definitely got well, we should have DRS. We have. Perez doesn't. Right, ease the fuel off for a moment. Let's just charge the battery up. We'll sit behind Perez like this for a lap or two just to charge and ease the fuel burn, and then we'll go again. Mick is 6 seconds behind us. There's a fuel warning. Yeah, that's what I've been worried about.
Copy.
Got the tyres, I just don't have the fuel. So we're going to lift and coast a fair bit here and charge ERS at the same time. Let's That's it. Stay behind him. Don't overtake him here. Nick's tyres are melting a little bit. Will they go? Ooh, I don't think Oscar's will go at this rate either. Let's ease those off a touch. Ease those down for a lap or two. Still got time to catch, but we need the fuel and we need the ERS to do it. Mick's back in play. He can start to speed up a bit.
Charge off.
Copy.
Balanced fuel. Perez gaining? No, he's bluffing about the same. Right, this is the last lap of sitting behind him. We're going to push again after this lap. Because now he is dropping back a little bit because he's driving defensively. Podium maybe, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping to get Piastri onto the podium. Let's get Nick to catch up a bit.
Maximum push now.
Copy.
Mode push.
Alright, here we go.
Copy.
Perez might have DRS.
We can close on them.
Copy.
He does. Damn it. This was the lap I was going to... Oh, wow. What is that Aston Martin doing? It's going to screw me over here. God damn it. Get out of the way, Lance. God damn it. Oh, we've got a yellow flag in central... Or is that just because he was going... No, someone locked up. Who locked up? Perez! Perez locked up. He's crashed.
Oh, and that's a crash. We
Perez
can
is
take a look
gone.
now. So let's look at this. There's Sergio
What happened?
Perez.
Oh, he just
Yeah,
went straight
me.
on.
They
We
weren't
forced him
even
into a mistake.
expecting
He's
that.
broken his front wing. He's going to have to pit. Well, he might stay out, but I think he's going to have to pit. All right, we're going to go full send.
Mode push.
Copy.
Yeah, Perez has lost an end plate. He's lost the right-hand end plate. Is he going to pit? Please pit. Please pit. Yes, he's pitting. He's pitting. That's one less car in the way. That's more points for Mick.
We have no ERS.
Copy.
Oh, this is glorious. Oscar's flying. we pushed Perez into a mistake. We were sat that close to him, and then we just turned it up, and he panicked. And he made a mistake. God, look at that traffic right front. That's 3 back markers all fighting for position. McLaren, it is McLaren and AlphaTauri, and that's Joe, Gasly, and Ricciardo, I think, or Norris, Joe. No, it's Norris, Joe, and Gasly. Fuel's only low because it's the push mode. As soon as we turn that down, it'll balance out again. That's a prediction of how much fuel we'll be at if we stay like this to the end of the race, which we're not going to do. Laps to go. I'm a little worried about tyres not being able to make it. Oscar's tyres are looking a bit hammered. Slowing them down a bit while we cut through this traffic. Out the way! Ah, this is ruining my chance of a podium. There we go, jeez. We just lost at least half a second there. I don't think Mick's going to be able to get in play, so I'm just going to leave Mick as is. I'm going to tone his tyres down. He's comfortably ahead of Alonso. He's got enough fuel. He's got enough ERS to keep him going. I don't know if we're going to be able to get Sainz, but hopefully one of them will make a mistake. I don't think I can push to catch up to the Ferraris though. I don't think I've got enough fuel left. And there they are, they're so tantalisingly close, they're fighting each other.
6 laps remaining.
6 laps to go. So close. I'm 4th and 5th, I'll be over the moon with 4th and 5th, but podium is just within reach. It's so close, but we're losing time. I just don't have the fuel to push. That traffic has really screwed us over. I think I'm just going to settle for 4th. I'm going to ease down on the engine because we've hammered it. We've absolutely hammered it this race. I'm going to ease it right down and ease the fuel burn down. I'm going to do that on both cars and just consolidate what we've got. I don't want to take any stupid risks. Piastri's already spun off once. Let's not risk it happening again.
We need to lift
it's
off,
a little bit of an
lift
anticlimax to this race, but we didn't have enough. Just didn't quite have enough pace in the car. But when you look at it, we didn't quite have enough pace to catch a Ferrari. That is saying something huge. I mean, look how far ahead we are of
5
the
laps
Mercedes, of the Alpines.
Copy.
The fact that we can comfortably just say we almost had the pace of the Ferraris, that makes me so happy. So yeah, it's a little bit of an anticlimax, but like I said, these were newish engines, not quite 100%. They were just under 100% because I had used them briefly before, but we pushed them so hard in this race. We've been, at full engine mode on pretty much the entire race. So yeah, let's just give them a bit of a breather. I'm going to also tell them to avoid curbs as well, just to keep
avoid the curbs.
Copy.
a little bit of damage off the. I mean, look at that. The engine was 95%, 96% at the start of this race. We've pushed it hard. New gearbox as well for this weekend, and look at that already. So the gearbox has taken more of a hit than the engine. We haven't got to worry about the traffic
4
getting past us
laps
because
remaining.
the AI doesn't allow you to unlap yourself, and they won't be allowed to unlap either. Mixed engines at 91% as well. Again, a brand new gearbox for mixed car too. And those have taken a hammering this race as well. We're just going to protect the car, bring it home. Can always carry on momentum next race. Well, exactly, yeah. I mean, this is huge momentum for the team. You know, we've had a couple of points finishes, but yeah, 4th and 5th. That's phenomenal. Those upgrades have seriously worked. And you can see, even running like this, we are really low on fuel and tyres as well. We just couldn't have kept the pace going. Piastri spin cost him the podium. I would go so far as to say Piastri spin cost him the win. I think we could have won this race if we hadn't had that spin, because we could have stayed with Verstappen. I mean, you saw it. Once we got in front of him, we were keeping him behind us. We could have just controlled the pace, not burnt as much fuel as early as we did, and then if Verstappen undercut us, we could have just pushed like hell to get back up to him and then just sit in his tracks, or even get back in front of him and control the pace again. We could have gradually tried to bring Mick back into play. And the way Mick's races turned out, he would have been in play for sure. But you know, I think that spin didn't just cost us a podium, it cost us the win. And as disappointed as I am, you know, these boys have done me proud today. 4th and 5th, that is, it's huge. I mean, that's so many points. This could easily jump us up in the constructors. It's certainly going to go over well with the board as well. They're going to love us for this. They're going to absolutely love us. I do need to watch out on Mick, because Alonso is closing. There he is in the background. So this is... Oh, someone's locked up. Who locked up? Just out of interest.
Looks like there's been a lockup.
Stroll. Those Astons have been locking up all race.
2 laps remaining.
2 laps to go. Okay, let's harvest some ERS on this lap.
Charge on,
Let's
charge on.
go to normal pace on fuel, because we've got a little bit left. Although that's really marginal. And we'll have the ERS to defend ourselves. Alonso really does threaten to make a move, which is looking like it's going to happen. I'm going to just up the pace slightly as
So you
well.
can push a bit more.
Copy.
Push hard now.
Understood.
Hamilton's closing us up as well. He's not going to catch us, but he's going to close that gap right down. Verstappen's on his final lap. Alonso lost a bit of time getting past the McLaren there.
This is the final lap.
And you can see the pace difference we've dropped off since we eased off. We're 3 seconds slower. Got enough fuel and enough tyres to complete the lap with Mick at this pace. And I've got my DRS ready for defend deployment. And there we go, Max wins the race. Ferrari second and third. We ended up 20 seconds off Leclerc in the end.
Max Verstappen over the finish line and today's winner.
And now we just got to keep Alonso behind us. There we go, that's fourth place for Piastri. Mick's about to bring it home for fifth. There we go, well done lads, well done.
What was
man.
right?
Yeah, car was great.
I feel drained after that race.
Very good, solid race again. Drive offline, save fuel.
There's Oscar, leading a little train back to the garage.
A brilliant performance from the HAAS driver. HAAS there having a very successful day at the races.
You can see that the team runs like a well-oiled machine. Everything was precise and on point this weekend.
The end this weekend in 5th place in the constructor standings.
Oh, we're up to fifth.
For the next Grand Prix, make sure you join us at the renowned city circuit of Monaco. Prepare yourselves for one of the most legendary rounds of the season.
Alright, let's take a look at these leaderboards. Oscar's up to 9th in the drivers. Mick's up 5 places to 10th for his first points of the season. That's 22 points for the constructors from this race. We jumped 2 places. We jumped Alpine and AlphaTauri. We're a point ahead of Alpine. So staying ahead of Alonso was critical for that. Okay. Do any of our drivers get a point? Oscar gets a point. Logan gets a point. Sponsor payouts. We had to pay out 70 grand in driver bonuses. I think that's 3 points finishes in a row for Oscar now, isn't it? He's had 3 races and he's finishing the points in all 3 of them. That's incredible. Performance incentives. We didn't get the fastest lap in the end. We just couldn't quite, hang on for that. Got the qualifying done. We got our finish position streak done. And then that's another 4 million into the kitty. And that's the last of the spare front wings that needed to be done, I think. Right, let's just check with the board. Their confidence is medium. But they are delighted with Barcelona, as they damn well should be. Yeah, we had a rough run in Sakir, thanks to Magnussen spinning. They were happy with Jeddah because of Mick, not because of Magnussen, who had another wobble. They were satisfied in Melbourne because Magnussen had another wobble, and then delighted with Imola, with Piastri's first race. Satisfied in Miami, which I thought was a bit harsh. Oscar getting a point in that race, and then delighted here at Barca, where we got 22 points. We are on target for our season objective to finish 6th or above. We're up to 10 mil in the bank, so let's have a quick look at facilities. The team hub is upgrading, as is the race simulator. That's going to boost our team morale, our team XP gains, and our driver XP gains significantly. I would love to be able to up one of these. It's 10 mil for each of them. I don't know if I want to drop all 10 mil on that just yet. We don't need to upgrade the scouting department. Operationally, I think the board is not too expensive. It's going to be worth us upgrading the board, I think. Helipad's pretty good. We're getting a nice little bonus boost on our sponsorship payouts. Tour Centre's bringing in a nice little income. Memorabilia is giving us a nice little boost to morale. Weather Centre could be better, but I don't really want to upgrade that yet. It's a lot of money just for a slightly better weather performance or weather prediction. That is tempting. Yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade the board. Okay, affinity, 7-week pairing. Okay, affinity. Oop. 6-week pairing. Am I scouting anybody at the moment? I know who I want to scout. I want to scout a new engineer. I want to get Ben Mitchell. Ben Mitchell is a very good mechanic. Chief engineer. So we're going to try and sign him and pair him up with Piastri. He's not interested at the moment, so we might have to actually look at... Why won't it let me bookmark? There we go. We might have to actually improve the appeal of our facilities a little bit. Giampiero, that's Max's engineer. Could we be cheeky enough to steal Max's race engineer? Let's scout him. That could be a coup if we can steal that guy. So bearing in mind that we're going to need to boost the appeal, let's go back to our facilities. The factory is not great, but doesn't need to be improved. I would love to do the wind tunnel, but again, can't really afford that expense at the moment. Rather get the rest of the facilities up and running well. Let's boost our hospitality if it's not too expensive. Oh, 1.8. What else boosts our attractiveness? The helipad. That's cheap. Okay, so we'll go with that. The memorabilia room. That also boosts our morale as well. That's cheap. Let's do that. The tour centre is just income. That is a pricey upgrade. 1.8 mil. That's going to drop us down to what? 6.4. It could cost us 4-5 million just to get a new race engineer, depending on the buyout clause and how much they want. Let's not upgrade the hospitality. No, I'm going to need to. If I want to get a better class of engineering, I'm going to need as much of an attractiveness boost as possible. It's expensive, but in the long run, I think it will be worthwhile. Right, emails. Separate note, engine cooling could be better. The smoothness of Piastri could be improved. We know that. That's what I've been pumping all my points into him. He's got 2 points to spend. Okay, so his smoothness is up to 50. So that'll mean he's going to look after his tyres a little bit better. Mick, did he have a point? No, he didn't. I know Logan's got a point. He's got 2 points. Okay, I might boost his cornering. He's got good braking, he's got good reactions, his accuracy's good, his control's not bad, his smoothness needs a bit of work. As does his adaptability. Let's put his points into smoothness as well. At the very least, it means he can run better in practice sessions and not eat the tyres so quickly when he's setting the car up for Mick. Okay, so we've got 4 front wings now. That's 2 equipped and 2 in the warehouse. Everyone is talking about HAAS as they exceed everyone's expectations, currently placing in P5 of the Constructors' Championship with 31 points. Damn right. Board, we are delighted. Wanted to congratulate you on exceeding our expectations brilliantly. Fantastic race and a strong credit to you as a team principal. Confidence in you in a leader has grown quite a bit. Keep up the good work. Keep up the excellent work even. Fantastic stuff. Alright, let's get everything set. Ready for the next race. Let's check in on... Oh, underfloor, that's finished. We've got 3 of those now. I think there's still 1 being manufactured, I think. Maybe not. Car parts development, current projects. Okay, nothing's being built, so we'll need to build a new floor. So we've got a new chassis on the way in 8 days, and a new rear wing coming in 30 days. Let's have a look at the calendar, see if we can figure out where they're going to drop in. So next race is Monaco, so we're not going to get them for those. And then we've got a break before Baku, so we'll get the new chassis in time for Baku, and then after Baku we'll have Canada, and then the new rear wing is going to come in time for Silverstone and Austria, and then France. All 3 of those we're going to need that new rear wing, because that's really going to help us out. So we might have to emergency rush the wing in terms of manufacturing. Hope we don't have to. Depends on how quickly we can get those manufactured. Same with the chassis as well, actually. We might need to potentially push the chassis into emergency manufacturing, or we could just build enough for 1 car and run 1 car with the new chassis at Baku and then both cars at Canada. We'll see what the costs are like when we get to that point. We've got to get through Monaco first. When does the new ATR period come in? Where am I looking? Cars. Can't design anything yet because I've got no slots available. I do need to manufacture a new underfloor, don't I? Yes. Just going to get 1. There we go. Alright, so we'll have to check the calendar to check the ATR period. Okay, so that period ends on May the 1st. Where are we? Oh, well, that's already done. So it's the next one we're looking for. So the next period ends on the 26th of June. So we can't design any more parts until the following month, I'm guessing. Oh, it's a regulations vote. dashboard performance review coming up after Hungary. Maybe it's not going to show the next upgrade period or the next testing period until this one's finished then. It's the only thing I can think of. Okay, so we can't design anything until at least the end of June. Good to know. Race day is one weekend, one day away. Okay, important emails. I've just started manufacturing that, so I can ignore that email. Monaco race prep. That's where we'll pick up when we come back tomorrow night, because I'm really buzzed about this race and I want to get into the next one as quick as possible, even though it is Monaco, where we're not going to be able to overtake a thing. But again, if we can get a really high qualifying, which I don't think we'll qualify as high because our low downforce speeds aren't as good as some of the other cars, then we have a good chance of a decent point haul. I don't think we'll have a sniff of a podium this time, not like last time, but if we can get a really good qualifying position and then just run long, we'll be in with a good chance, I think. Or maybe just run a set of softs at the start, push as hard as we can, and then go onto hards and undercut a few people, and then just try and keep track position and gain some places that way. That might work. Depends how bad the traffic is. But either way, we'll find out tomorrow. We'll be starting around about the same time, around about 10:30 UK time in the evening. So that'll be what, 5:30 Eastern if you're in the States. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the race as much as I have, and I will see you tomorrow for Monaco.